Hey guys, the next thing we are going to talk about is dodging and burning. So what I would like you to do is just open a file new 8x10, 150 resolution. Then you're going to go in and open a file. It is called 2.arches5. 2.arches5. We're going to command A, C, W, V it onto your screen. Command T to get it nice and big. So dodging and burning is a skill that we do in the darkroom, and now we can do it out on Photoshop also. So below your smudge and your sharpen and your blur tool, you'll see this little tool right here. It kind of looks like a little lollipop, and that's your dodging tool. So when you are in the darkroom and you are dodging out light, blocking light, you use something that sort of looks like a little black piece of cardboard on a stick to dodge. And then you'll see right here the burn tool looks like a little hand kind of making a O shape. And what that sort of means is that light is filtering through your hand and shining on the paper to burn it in and make it darker. So this is good for shadows and highlights. So we'll start with the dodge. So the dodge means that we're going to lighten up certain areas. Again, when we click on dodge, you can see that we can choose our size of our brush, hardness. You can choose your midtones, your shadows, your highlights, and you can change the exposure to as high or as low as you want it to. I will make it high so it's a little bit more obnoxious so you can see what's happening here. So if I come over here under the rock formation and I start dodging it, you can see that I start to lighten up the image. And the more I lighten up the image, the more it's going to go back to white, which is what the original photo paper would have looked like if you were to print this in the darkroom. So that's sort of like a really obnoxious version of dodging. Let's lower the exposure and look at a more natural version where we would come over here and just sort of gently lighten up the rocks, gently. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have your burn tool. And burn is when you're going to make your shadows darker. And again, notice you can up your exposure. You can choose midtones, highlights, or shadows. And then that's going to burn things in darker. So as you can see, I picked a really dark exposure. And it's just going to burn it darker until it turns everything to black, as if it was like saw too much light in the dark room. But you can go in here and you can do that. So I'd like you to do a little bit of burning and a little bit of dodging. You can use this 2.arches5 image, or you can use any other image that you have in your Photoshop Photos folder. And then when you are done, you're just going to do a file, save as, and save it as dodge and burn, and give it your name so we know who it belongs to. And again, save it as a JPG so you can upload it to Schoology. And that's dodging and burning. Thanks.